We get a cracking one from until it's arthritis. I crack the code to be dope, so y'all arthritis this. I be the plumber while they hardly piping. To be honest, this is food for thought, so get your grub on until you start your itis. Better yet, they on the platter. I'm the shark and bite it. They shark food, Jaws part 2. I'm about to start the biting. I'm sharp as knife is, no artist like this. The heart goes boom, boom, I kill it when I hear the beat. Plus I be darting ciphers. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. They gotta love it, but when the tables turn, I hardly like it. They hype the garbage, I hate garbage hyping. These stars is trifling. Mr. Lee didn't shoot the right thing due to the fact that my bars could spike hits as it's charging Vikings with 299 men. And I'm Leonidas. That's messy enough to damage Argentina with something that's ruthless, something that's hard. It's ice fist. They call it crazy, I call it daily thoughts. I can the smartest tigers. I'm looking forward to you not coming back in the future. That means I'm partly psychic. Now, ask spring and summer. They say you gotta fall to be a winner. I evolved from a beginner, but still hungry, so I continue calling this my dinner. An appetite for destruction. The day after tomorrow's in my stomach. That's why I look so nasty and disgusting if I vomit. But I still gotta eat. Prohaize.
You say you kinda love them, but you hardly can leave them. You the apple of my eye.
I did it successfully. Kind of overcoming obstacles and seeing the pros outside of the cons.
We need to stop. You was the Nike inside my sneaker shop. Should have told you when I had the
My passion or interest began when my crush heard my rap song and she liked it. That's when I said, this is the one. This is what I need to do. No, I'm just playing. No, but it began more so. It happened in a weird way because I had a friend back then who was a producer, and he used to make beats all the time, and I was trying to be a producer as well. I was one of those people that wanted to be like everything in the industry. But I learned early on you can't do that. But he had a couple beats sitting around, and he had no rappers that wanted to rap on him. So he played a couple beats here and there, and he played this one beat one time, and I was like, I think I can rap. He was like, just don't embarrass yourself. I was like, all right, whatever, let me do my thing. He put the mic on, I started freestyling. Really, it was like the worst thing I ever did, but like when I did that, I felt the expression of why people loved rapping. So at that point, I totally shunned producing or DJing or anything like that. I just went straight into rapping because I love what it did, what it did for me as a person, or a musician. I grew up listening to Daddy Lumba, Reggie Rockstone. These are artists that you probably won't ever hear in your life because they're like all the way back home. When I say home, I mean motherland. And I still learn a couple of things from them. I listen to artists like James Blunt, the dude that was in the video talking about you're beautiful, like little things like that. And I try to convert that and see how I can kind of use a bit of their sounds and incorporate it in hip hop. So that's how I try to separate my sound. The biggest thing is not having enough money to hire security so he could hold back the groupies that always, poach me every ride. I'm like, my security now. It's the biggest trouble I run into as far as the indie artist. It's usually more so learning how to reinvent or be creative in promotion. Because you have everybody on Twitter, everybody on Facebook, new hot single, new song, new track. This the club fire, stripper club hot. I don't know what kind of description, but everybody's just like hype beats, just hyping up this stuff. So how do you go about promoting yourself? And I think the hardest thing is to just market yourself and promote yourself as somebody who is creative, has fresh original content that people will want to dedicate their time to. It sounds like it sounds more haterish rather than questioning. Because everybody, before the finalization of the draft, everybody was like, oh, indie draft, I don't know what it is, it's going to be big, I'm definitely going to be there. But after they finalized it, it's like a lot of people started bashing. And I think out of the bash, other people kind of took from it. Now it's starting to question it, like, do we really want to be a part of this? And it's kind of that's not commendable as an artist. I feel like the indie draft, that whole platform shows you how strong your following is. So if you are able to reveal that through the indie draft, if you didn't make it, you should go harder and develop a stronger following. So next time you definitely go in there. So I think it's more so along the lines of haters as far as that. But at the same time, I can't, some people really don't know what it is still, so I can't knock it. As far as people coming there, you can definitely expect a hell of a performance, concert, festival, or whatever. You can definitely expect to get your money's worth. Or you probably gonna feel like you need to pay more than $10 to get that ticket, because it's really gonna be a show from every artist.
It was only a matter of time for it detonated and we separated, blown away, now nothing is left.
For independent artists, I hope that it shows people that we have a voice as far as Atlanta. And not Atlanta alone, but like we said, the indie artists. I hope it shows like companies and whoever comes in, the A&Rs, that there are still talented people out here doing music. People saying hip hop is dead. I feel it was just kind of underground. But not just underground, but like on the independent circuit. So I hope that people understand that, and they understand that there are serious artists out here who need the support that they garner towards these artists, so you can make it in platforms like these. What's going on, everybody? You chilling here live with Prohaize of COBXII of the app, and you could definitely expect that Prohaize ABAR coming this fall 2012 to drop. Tweet Prohaize ABAR on your Twitter randomly, like you crazy. Just put it out there. It doesn't matter if nobody knows. Just throw it out there. And a whole lot more coming up from me. And right now I'm here with Elastic Minds. Check them out. Elastic Minds. That's with a Z.com. And I dare you to stretch.
Lay down with me.